The tragic incident involving 21-year-old Muna Panday sent shockwaves through the city of Houston, uncovering a heartbreaking story and the grim events that led to the tragedy. On August 26, 2024, a shocking discovery was made in Houston, Texas, when the manager of the 63 apartments called the police. He reported that someone had approached him with disturbing news and told him there was a woman's body inside one of the units. Upon arriving at the scene, police officers found a grim sight, confirming that the victim was Muna Panday. The discovery was even more startling due to the fact that Muna had installed a security system in her apartment not long before, which helped the authorities quickly identify the perpetrator. Muna Panday was originally from Nepal, a country known for its rich cultural heritage and the towering Himalayas, and had faced difficulties in her personal life. Raised by her mother after her parents divorced, she had a strained relationship with her father. In 2021, her mother encouraged her to move to the United States in search of a better future. Muna's mother arranged for her to stay with relatives in Houston, Texas, offering her a fresh start away from the turmoil back home. Moreover, because of the ongoing conflicts Muna faced with her father, her mother believed it would be safer for her to leave the country, as her father had a history of violent behavior. Once in the U.S., Muna enrolled in nursing school and quickly became known for her diligence and compassion. To support herself, she worked various part-time jobs, first at a restaurant and later at a clothing store. After some time, Muna found an apartment at the 63 Apartments complex, where she initially shared the space with a friend. However, as time passed, her friend moved out, and Muna began living alone. In 2023, Muna shared a troubling incident with her close friend, Dipendra Kunwar, who was living in Boston at the time. She expressed to him that she was feeling increasingly unsafe, believing that someone was following her. Muna confided that on one occasion, she had noticed a man's face peeking through her apartment window, which sent her into a state of fear. She quickly contacted the police, and officers arrived quickly to investigate. Despite searching the area, they found no sign of the man, and the only lead they had was the possibility that he lived in a nearby apartment. Unfortunately, Muna wasn't able to provide a detailed description, as the man had fled the moment she looked directly at him. After this unsettling experience, Dipendra suggested that Muna take extra precautions and install a security camera in her apartment. He reassured her that it would provide peace of mind and help in case the man returned. Muna followed her friend's advice, setting up the surveillance system in her home, which made her feel somewhat safer but still uneasy. Little did anyone know that a year later, the system would play a crucial role in solving a tragic crime that would forever alter Muna's life. On August 24, 2024, Muna was due to meet with friends but never showed up. She also missed work at the clothing store where she was employed, which was highly unusual. Her manager, who had been in communication with Muna earlier that day, tried calling and messaging her but received no response. Initially, he thought it was just a scheduling mix-up, but when she failed to show up at work, he became concerned. Her friends, too, were worried as they couldn't reach her. Despite the growing concern, no one took immediate action by reporting Muna's sudden disappearance to the authorities. 2 days later, on August 26, 2024, the manager of the 63 apartments contacted the police after an alarming tip-off. A man had approached him and claimed to have discovered a woman's body in one of the units. Upon arriving at the apartment, the police were led to Muna's home, where they found her lifeless body on the bed. She had multiple gunshot wounds, 3 in her torso and 1 at the back of her neck. The forensic analysis later revealed that Muna had likely been dead for about 2 days, indicating she was murdered on August 24. Interestingly, the officers found no evidence of forced entry into the apartment, which suggested that Muna might have known her assailant. A neighbor nearby reported hearing strange noises around 9 p.m. on August 24, though he didn't believe he had heard gunshots. He described the sounds as unusual, but not resembling gunfire. While one group of officers interviewed neighbors in search of further clues, Another team focused on reviewing the security footage that Muna had set up in her apartment months before. The video footage became the key breakthrough in the investigation. The footage captured a chilling sequence. At approximately 8:40 p.m. on August 24th, Muna was seen arriving home with shopping bags. As she approached her door, a man with a gun confronted her, forcing her inside the apartment at gunpoint. After entering, the man stayed for about an hour before leaving, carrying one of the shopping bags. This crucial footage was shared with the public, and the police urged anyone who might recognize the suspect to come forward. Just 2 days later, Muna's former employer reached out to the police. He recognized the man from the surveillance footage as a regular customer at the restaurant where Muna had worked. In a separate lead, a woman contacted the authorities, claiming she had seen the man's profile on a sugar daddy dating site. The woman was certain that the person in the footage was the same man she had seen online. She claimed to have gone on a date with the man in the surveillance footage around 12 years ago. This revelation provided the police with enough information to identify the suspect as Bobby Singh Shaw, a 51-year-old man of Indian descent. Bobby was apprehended on September 4th during a routine traffic stop in northwest Houston. To the police's surprise, Bobby was still wearing the same clothes seen in the footage, which were stained with blood. When officers searched his vehicle, they discovered a firearm, which they believed was likely the one used in the murder. Bobby was arrested and formally charged with the murder of Muna Panday. His request for bail was denied, and he was sent to Harris County Jail. Bobby's criminal history was found to be extensive, with previous charges involving theft and threats. While the exact motive for Muna's murder remained unclear, investigators speculated that Bobby may have become obsessed with her after meeting her at the restaurant where she worked. It was likely that Bobby was the man Muna had seen lurking near her window earlier, which had made her so fearful. It appeared that his obsession with Muna had escalated, and after his advances were rejected, he resorted to a brutal attack. Further scrutiny revealed that Bobby had a profile on a sugar daddy dating website. This raised suspicions that Muna wasn't the only woman he had been stalking. Although no date had been set for Bobby's trial, Texas law stipulated that if he were convicted, he could face the death penalty. The tragedy of Muna's death left her family devastated. Muna's mother, Anita Akari, had insisted that her daughter move to the United States for a better life, but she was now left mourning her only child. To help cover funeral costs and bring Anita to the United States, Muna's friends launched a GoFundMe campaign. The funds raised allowed Anita to travel to Houston and hold a traditional Hindu funeral for Muna on September 9th, where she was able to say a final goodbye to her beloved daughter. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more true crime content. See you next time.